Hello again, Natalia Łuskacajka, TAM Mediation Conference 2022 again, instantmediations.com, and Judy Wells, whom I know only from her inscriptions into instantmediations.com website, and now I am happy and honored to meet in person.
Well,
you were the speaker during this conference, and your topic was somewhat exotic to me. Please tell us about it.
My topic was on conflict in the schools, and we covered over special education, bullying, and truancy, which are huge conflicts for the kids.
And of course, I called it exotic, but I absolutely understand and embrace how important it is. But what is even more fascinating is the way that led you to do that. Can you please tell us something about it?
Yes. My son was 12 years old. I had called his teacher about a conflict that had happened at school. And the teacher said to me, "Mrs. Wells, you just have to accept the fact that you will never be a successful white-collar worker like you and your husband." I had a few things to say to her, if you can imagine. I was polite, though. The next day, I went in, I got his grade changed. And even though I had a brand new baby, decided to pull him out of school and homeschool him. So the first 2 weeks of homeschooling didn't go well because I was trying to do it like they do in school. Third week, I handed him all his materials, and I said, "You have to get this done by Friday. If you will get it done by Friday, then you are free to do the activities over the weekend that you would like to do. During the week, you can do whatever you want, but it has to be done by Friday." And he said to me, "Can I do it any way I want?" "Yes." "Can I put my stuff all over the kitchen table?" "Can you use the dining room?" "No, I need the kitchen table. It has more light." "Okay, we'll eat in the dining room." "Can I stand?" "You bet." "Can I use my Walkman?" "Yes, you can." So the next 3 days, he was dancing around, listening to his Walkman. He was under the table, reading with his book pushed up against the bottom of the table. And I thought, well, he's going to meet some consequences come Friday. Wednesday afternoon, he came to me and said, "I'm done. You didn't ask me to help you with math." "Oh, I got that. I know that. And your writing is really good. How can you?" "Well, I did it my way. I did it the way that I do it." And he had gone from topic to topic. So a few years later, he decided he wanted to go to high school. He wanted to participate in some sports. So we went to the school and had to fight for his accommodations so that he could continue to learn the way that he learned. We advocated for him. We finally got it. My 5th baby was born. I was so close to the administrators that they sent me flowers in the hospital. We came back. We got his accommodations. And a few weeks later, the principal called and said, "Hey, could you help this family out? They're a similar situation as you are." I said, "Sure." I did her brother-in-law. The principal called me again. "What am I?" He said, "You're a child education advocate." So by word of mouth, it's come out. And we help parents navigate the special education system and help them get 504s for their children that don't qualify for special ed.
But there is also a fantastic happy end for your son who's been homeschooled, and tell us all about it.
Yes. Well, he went on, graduated in electrical engineering with a computer emphasis for his undergrad, and he went on to Georgetown Law School with a company he had done his internship with, paying for his law degree. And he now has a law degree from Georgetown Law School in intellectual property. His office, it's a treadmill and 4 computer screens, so he continues to work the same way that he did in school. That's how he learned. That's how he functioned. He's married, has a beautiful wife and 3 children. I can't ask for better for him.
So you said you have 5 children.
Correct.
14 grandchildren.
14 grandchildren.
That gives you a lot into education. And tell us then how it goes, and in what sort of situations can you help parents, and where does also mediation come into that?
So parents who are struggling to get the school to take them seriously, that their child may have a learning disability, and it's not a disability, they just don't learn the way that the teachers are teaching. They have to learn differently. I help them navigate the special education system so that they can request an evaluation to be done on their child, so that then they can receive the services and the accommodations that they need to be successful in school.
And mediation then?
And mediation, probably, 21 years ago or so, I was very angry in a situation. The administrator had stood up to kind of take me on, and I stood up with my 6 feet of height and 3-inch heels on, and I went to talk to him, knowing I was taller, using my power, using my height, and I thought, I can either get into a huge conflict here, or I can handle this differently. And I was telling somebody about this story. They said, you ought to become a mediator. Okay, so did all the classes. We were living in Illinois, did the classes, and that's the rest of the story.
But you also told me that you are doing that across the states, actually.
Yes, we've moved a lot. So we met in Utah at Brigham Young University, and we moved to Chicago, and we went to New York, we went to Switzerland, we lived in Spain for a little while. We've lived in Connecticut, Nevada, Arizona, Utah. I mean, we've kind of been
And everywhere where you've been doing these things, you've been advocating for children.
Advocating for children, using those mediation skills, have taken those mediation skills to a new level. And the thing is that here in Texas, the TEA will not allow mediators to mediate cases. And how that works is if a parent is not satisfied with the outcome of their ARD meeting, they have the right to go through due process. And that involves mediation, arbitration, and all that kind of stuff. They have special mediators from TEA that do those mediations. You have to be approved by TEA to do those. But they're in need of facilitators to be at the ARD meetings to keep things on track.
Do you see a job opportunity for mediators here?
Oh, yes. Oh, yes. Yes. That is there. There's a big opportunity. As we open doors, it's going to take some work on our part. But we have Region 17 who is doing them, Region 13 who is doing them, Region 10 doing them, and Region 4 is opening and getting ready to use outside facilitators.
A shout out to mediators. It's worthwhile getting involved. But I also wanted to ask you about TAM. Which conference is it? I mean, in order. So is it fourth? The conference?
Yeah, 2019, 2020, 21 online, and then this one.
Tell us why you keep coming to them.
You know what? I gain so much information from listening to other people talk, from their experiences. I love the breakout sessions because of the things that I learn that make my mediations better. I do mostly family mediations, modifications, probate, and child protective service cases. And I learn different things that I can use. I think the ear book that actually, when at the drawing in, I had just said to the table, I never win any of these raffles. And they called my number and I went, oh my gosh. So those skills I can implement into what I'm doing. And they're incredible. Plus we network with each other, we support each other, we hold each other up. It's been great. I've loved it.
And I can only say that it is all very true. And thank you very much. And I hope that you enjoyed Judy Wells and her career as I am. And yeah, until the next time, and hopefully see you next year.
I will be in San Antonio with you for sure.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.